I do have pants on.
That's very cool.
So the Taylor Swift hockey connection, kind of like 5 Degrees of Kevin Bacon, has now happened.
There you go. Taylor Swift is a hockey fan. She goes to hockey games. She
What
likes them.
team?
So that's a tenuous thing.
Probably like Nashville or
Probably
something.
like the Maple Leafs. 5.
She's from 4. She's from Pennsylvania, but
3.
she's like Islanders allegedly.
2.
And 1.
What?
Hello world, here's a song that we're singing. Come on, get happy.
Ladies and gentlemen, mesdames, messieurs, bienvenue, welcome to the happy hour.
Speaking of the Leafs, touchdown Tampa Bay.
Wow.
What
my
a
heavens.
I am ecstatic. I hope that they learn from this game, go into game 2 and lose again. Oh, it's so it just makes it just warms my heart whenever the fan base of Toronto is crushed under the heel of bitter reality. My name is David Auger. I'm at Glaucus123 on Twitter.com. Joined as always by Beth.
Hello, I'm at HIVRHYT, and I am a masochist, but not enough to be a Leafs fan.
And Veronica.
Yeah. I'm at CHILE_Pepper on all of the social media platforms. And I don't know if you saw our friend Joe Dwayne.
Should I?
Right after the second period, had a clip of all of the Leafs fans, just in absolute despair.
There's a whole crowd of them
They're just
outside.
1 seconds left in the period. And so what his caption was, I bet they're all 6 to their stomachs.
Yes, because I did see that. Yes, I think I retweeted
That
it.
that was a
wonderful.
golden tweet. That deserves to be in the Hockey Hall of Fame of tweets, frankly.
Oh, good.
Right next to
Except for when they show the little children.
Yeah.
Oh no. I want them all to suffer.
Suffer the little children.
Exactly.
I like the tweets about Kyle Dubas, and he's like writing something down. Everybody's like, "What do you think he's writing?" And everybody has like how to be friends with Sidney Crosby and best places to eat in Pittsburgh. Somebody did the list of for Billy Madison of people to kill.
Oh yeah, with Steve Buscemi. By the way, yeah, Billy Madison, Steve Buscemi is that weird killer guy.
Yes.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What a cutback that is.
He's a great
Anyway,
Well, Tampa officially won the game.
And half their team.
can you imagine playing the crunch in the playoffs and losing?
No,
Oh,
it happened during the game. They lost 9 people. It seems like, I don't know.
Who, Toronto?
No,
Oh, Tampa.
The Lightning. Kucherov left, and nobody. No, Kucherov and Hedman. I think were
Hedman,
gone.
yeah.
Hedman. Nobody knows what happened to Hedman.
No.
And then they
I
lost.
was like, oh no, Hedman. I'm like, they're going to be fine.
They're gonna be fine. They're playing against literal sacks of shit rolling down the ice because they just crumble whenever you hit them against the boards. It's
Austin Matthews.
people were so like, oh, this is Toronto's time. No, it's not.
No.
That team
No.
has not a competitive bone in their bodies, in their ancestors' bodies, literally, because you have to go back to the fucking, as people say, the moon landing for
Yeah.
to even find a spark,
Before the moon landing.
a spark of competition, anything. This
They
is
have
before
no-
mainframe computing, for God's sake.
And the other thing that I was going to say.
It was before the catalytic converter. I don't know about that one, but sorry. Go ahead.
Their last Stanley Cup was a black and white photo.
Mm.
The thing about them is they have no heart. That's number 1. Number 2, again, the same thing that I said when they were going into when the Habs were going into the first round against them in 2021. I'm like, based on what do you think that they're going to win a round in the playoffs? Based on the last 20 years? Because that's a bad argument. Based on what? Even Friedman in the first intermission, he's like, I am shocked about what we saw. Like, why are you shocked? Are you new?
Every broadcaster was against the Habs that year. Every one of them.
Every one of them, it was delicious. Every single round.
Delicious.
Delicious.
Some salt on that steak. Get it. Anyway, that was amazing. I was so that was
It could not have been drawn up better. And Corey Perry,
Corey Perry.
like so many penalties, got a goal, got 2 assists.
Did he did he kneecap frickin' John, whoever the guy is that we don't need anymore?
Oh, that we don't need anymore.
Yeah, whoever, the Islander who's now a Leaf. I want to say Johnny
Tavares.
Novak. Who is his name?
Tavares.
Oh, Tavares. That's yeah. Whoever.
Johnny Novak.
Johnny Novak. Somebody. Anyway, it just doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I just
doesn't matter.
I love all of the energy Leafs fans put into their team, and it's just horseshit year after year. I cannot wait for the time when Steve Dangle, because I remember the clip so vividly when Phil Kessel was traded. He's like, we wasted the best years of Phil Kessel. Well, you're about to waste the best years of Austin Matthews, Mitch
Hi,
Marner.
Arizona.
Who? Oh, yeah, exactly. And that's,
Yep. Oh my God.
just,
Wait.
I'm just gonna put butter on my face and just and then put myself in a fryer and just, their misery gives me so much strength.
And the
William
reason
Nylander.
for
I'm like a
that is-
Disney villain.
Well, the reason for that is what we've always said, and that is just having the biggest fraud in the NHL. They're the biggest fraud in the NHL. Never mind the Canadian NHL teams that we constantly get them shoved down our throats, and it's been 20 years that they've done nothing. The only Canadian team that has done absolutely nothing in the playoffs, and we still get them shoved down our throats
Yep.
every year.
Every
Every year, the expectation
Every
is,
season.
wow, look at the
From
regular
October,
season. This is
October
every year.
through April, every year.
Every year.
I'm tired of eating it.
I'm tired of eating it.
Yeah,
I
that
pay
menu
for fucking
sucks.
Sportsnet, and all I get is bullshit.
Yeah, so fuck the Leafs. We were
Fuck the
keeping
Leafs.
track of the game. I had soccer tonight. And we were keeping track of the score, and we were like,
watching.
"This is
Max and I were just like,
delicious,
It was
delicious."
The
Loved
5-on-3 was the best.
it. Oh God, I love
The
it.
5-minute major.
Yeah.
And then Sheldon Keefe challenged a goal
Lost it.
and lost it. And so
Yeah.
it was 2-on-2 for like 2.5 fucking minutes. And then with 0.1 seconds left, Tampa scored. I was going,
Mhm.
score. And we saw the clock running down. It was just like, oh, jumped to my feet. It was so perfect. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. I'm a
Yes.
Bulls fan now.
Yeah, as
First round.
soon as Tampa takes a series, I'm not even watching the playoffs. I
That's
just
it.
don't even
Fuck-
care
fuck
anymore.
Tampa.
Done. Over.
Oh,
All right.
Corey Perry, I can't not love Corey Perry.
I know exactly.
Once you
Um,
get Corey Perry, you never go back.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. So the Habs are not in the playoffs.
No.
No, absolutely not in
Very
the playoffs.
much not.
Very much not. But you know who is in the playoffs?
The Rocket.
The Laval Rocket
That was-
made it. They made it, and they
Right.
made it in spectacular fashion.
Yeah.
Winning something like shoot, of course, of all the people that I don't have information up right now, it is the Rocket. But man, I was watching every game during the final stretch there of the AHL regular season as they were going through, and man, if there's a team that wanted to get in the playoffs, it was the goddamn Rocket, because they were just every night scraping points together to get through.
They have heart.
They
Squeaking
have
heart.
It was like
heart.
looking in the couch for money for the ice cream truck, and they fucking found it.
Yeah. They squeaked in the last spot for the AHL. So how the AHL playoffs work is that in North Division there are 7 teams. 5 of those teams qualify for the playoffs because like freaking the Pacific Division has like 18 teams or something crazy like that. It's nuts. It's not exactly that, but it's just they have the divisions are not equal. So due to that, 5 teams in for the North Division in the AHL. Now, what goes on is that the top 3 teams in the North Division get a bye week, while the 4th and 5th place team battle it out for like the spot to go up against the number 1 seed. And so it is going to be the Laval Rocket against the Utica Comets starting this week. Tomorrow is game 1, and then games 2 and 3, because it's a best of 3 series, happen this week on Friday and Saturday, I think, something like that. So this week we'll know if the Rocket advance or not to face off against the Toronto Marlies.
Ooh.
Who?
Delicioso.
Who?
Where is Utica? That's New York, right? Is that
Yeah.
close to you?
It is close to me, and I would go. However, I'm going to be in Montreal this week, and I won't be able to catch the game either. I was invited to play a scrimmage at the Bell Center, so that's what I'm doing Thursday.
Oh, sweet.
Oh yeah, that's gonna
With
be
whom?
the other fantasy camp folks.
Oh man.
Yep. So before,
Awesome.
so what happens is that before they get rid of the ice, they usually try to get like a scrimmage in, and that's what we're going to be doing.
Cool.
Yep, we're doing a skate with friends before the game, and then we're all going out to dinner at La Cage, and then it's 420. So smoke them if you got them.
Hell yeah.
Smoking it. Got him. Oh, 420.
Yeah.
Fucking yeah.
It's either that or Hitler's birthday, however you swing, but
Nope.
don't do the later one. Nope. No. I don't care if the guy was a painter. Doesn't count. Don't care if you love dogs. Doesn't count.
420 is huge in Vancouver.
Really?
People gather outside the art
Weed
gallery.
City, it's Weed City. It's
That is
Yeah,
the
Vancouver is like the
name of the
Central.
episode. 420
we
is huge in Vancouver.
are Weed Central. Like we're the capital.
Yeah.
We're the weed capital of
Oh,
Canada.
Sweet. All right. Now that I got that out of the way, that's one thing. So yeah, all effort to the Laval Rocket, and you could see it as the regular season for the Habs was winding down. They started loaning more players out to Laval, notably, Allard, that guy. I can't remember his full name though. Of
Frederick.
course,
Frederick Allard.
Frederick Allard, who played some games for the Habs. I forget where we got him,
Three,
unfortunately.
I think.
So yeah, Allard, Condata,
I think that was a trade.
and also Yoel Teasdale got loaned to Laval. But probably more noticeably to Habs fans would be 1 second. Once I get to the correct thing here. There we go. Jesse Lonin, Rafael Javi Pinard, Corey Schooneman, and Caden Promo. Those are the big muscle guys for the AHL. And man, it shows. Oh my God, they got Anthony Richard down there, and he's great. He's like a
Oh, I
top.
love him.
He's a top 10 scorer in the AHL too. He's very, very good. Top in goals for the Rocket. I think he got his 30th in the last game of the season for the Rocket. So 30 goals for him. And it's just they got the talent both up front and in the back. And if Caden's on an on game, man, who knows? Because they wiped the floor with Toronto in the regular season for one of the last games that they were destined to lose. But instead, they won like 5-2 or something like that. Killed them. Awesome. Fuck Toronto.
Allard was one of our trade deadline acquisitions. We got him for Nate Schnarr from the Kings.
Thank you. I completely forgot about that. Nate Schnarr. Forgot about him too.
Yeah.
Poor guy. So that's all the Rocket stuff. So I guess we could talk about the Habs at least a little bit. Just organizing all my stuff here. So the Habs season ended. The Habs right now have the fifth best odds for first overall pick for the lottery. The worst thing that could happen is that two teams win the lottery odds aside from the Habs, and they pick 7th in the lottery, which could happen. Or
Every simulator I've done, like 99% of the simulators that I've done have the Habs dropping.
yeah,
7th.
yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's all the weight is against you. The best odds are the bottom players, the bottom team right now. Oh God, that's right. It's playoffs, so it's gonna be a pain in the ass to get the actual standings.
Yeah.
God, why do
Really
they
hard to find.
do this? Oh, I found it.
I know. I hate it. Oh, okay.
Found it.
Yay.
All good.
Okay.
And that would go to the Ducks. Edged it out for first overall, perhaps. Wow, wouldn't that be a
Yes.
thing? Ah,
Yeah.
that would suck. I would hate to have Connor Bedard go to Anaheim.
Well, better than an East Coast team.
Yeah, true. That is true. So good luck to
I
Anaheim.
don't know anything about him, but I do also like Will Smith just because his name is Will Smith. He's apparently very good. He's supposed to be in like the top 5.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, when it comes to prospects, I have no idea. Or not even prospects.
yeah,
The
yeah.
draft kids, no idea aside from Conair. What was I about to look up? I was checking. Oh, I know what I was going to do. Gotta find something out really quick. Draft lottery is going to be on May 8th, by the way.
Yeah.
It's in my calendar.
That is a Monday. I also have my hockey clinic that day as well, unfortunately.
Oh.
Just letting everyone know, just in case they were curious. Is our good friend Jessica of the Justina. It's her birthday the day after, so hopefully she gets a nice birthday.
Oh, she will.
Yes.
We'll see it on IG.
Good. Yes, possible. Oh my god. Okay, so there's that. So yeah, the next thing to really look forward to is the draft lottery for the Habs. Aside from that, we had some. They played some games, which they tried. Oh yeah. They tried so hard. They won one game in the month
Nick
of April.
Suzuki scored the best goal in the entire NHL of the whole entire year.
Yes.
Who was that?
He did.
Nick Suzuki.
Nick Suzuki.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That guy. He tied Cole, or did he take the goal scoring record for the Habs this season?
I'm looking.
Yeah.
He at least tied.
He at least tied.
Tied it with
Tied.
26. 26 goals. The highest
Cole hasn't
scorer.
played in like 26 games.
Oh my god. Yeah, Cole in 46 games scored 26 goals. Jesus Christ.
Machine.
Yeah, that's something
Machine.
else. Just need to be healthy, and we're going to get to that because that's a fucking conversation that
Oh
I'm
no! Oh my God!
sick,
Jesus Christ!
sick of it.
Wait, I know plus minus isn't real, but I would like to point out the fact that both Nick Suzuki was a -13 for the season and Cole Caulfield was a -10. So it just goes to further prove plus minus doesn't mean fucking shit.
It means everything. Because Joel Edmondson was -29. You want to know who was a +7? Mike Matheson, best plus minus of the team.
Yay!
This
God, I
season.
love that man. I
I love him too.
Oh, he's so
Him-
good.
him speaking French just makes my heart so happy. Like him at the end of the last game, he was just like, you could just tell he was like, I'm just fucking grateful to fucking be here.
He's so happy. And
God
he's
bless
so
him.
happy because, like, despite obviously how terribly the season went, and, nobody except for maybe me
What a
was
trucker he
expecting
is.
maybe a surprise good season, but, like, they also had tons and tons of injuries too, but it's apparent how much they love each other, these guys.
Oh,
For
it's
sure.
like you wouldn't know that they were getting nuked every game. You know what I mean?
No.
You'd have no
they
damn
were
idea.
having a great time.
Oh my god. Like the worst part of like let's see. So we watched the Detroit game. Right. They got shut out again for the second time in a row. The game after that was against the Capitals. That was that 6-2 game and they just killed the Capitals. And it was the first time in recorded hockey history. I looked it up. First time in hockey history that somebody covered Ovechkin on the power play.
Yes.
And that was Mike fucking Matheson.
That was Mike
It makes you fucking wonder. Really? It blows my mind. You
love
watch
Mike
every
Matheson.
team just leave him out in the open, and he gets a fucking shot off, and he fucking scores. It makes you wonder why, because you're not fucking covering him. Man to man, that guy. Oh, but then Dave, it becomes a 4-on-3. Who cares? Cover Ovechkin.
The
Jesus
strategy
Christ.
is cover Ovechkin.
God, he's like he's one of the best scorers in the existence of the game. Cover his ass on the power play. It blows my mind. Hockey's not hard. Not that hard. Not that. You give me the X's and O's on the fucking right board. You cover Ovechkin. Damn it. Ovechkin gets his own O.
We
That one.
predicted that Ovechkin was going to score again, and of course he didn't.
Exactly. Because you
That's what
covered
we
him.
said.
I did not bet on that.
Oh
I'm
my
glad I did not.
I
God.
just took it for granted.
You know what's so funny about that? I was at the beer garden one night, as I do, and the Caps were playing somebody, and it was on the TV. And one of the bartenders was like, "Dave, should I put money on this Ovechkin guy scoring?" I was like, "Yes," and he won like $50 because he scored twice. I was like, "You're welcome, buddy." And everyone at the bar was like, "I can't fucking believe this guy," because apparently he usually does like little $5 bets like every game, and he always like gets like the silliest stat. But like Ovechkin, that's a cop out. You'll get that one at some point. So
Yeah.
then there was the game against Toronto, their Super Bowl. Toronto
Oh,
won that
yeah.
one 7-1.
That was so bad.
That
I
was
didn't even
so
like, I watched 15 minutes of that game.
Yeah, Mitch Marner, Tavares, Kovacevic gets his third of the season.
Oh yeah.
Then it was Willie Nylander, Marner, Tavares, Matthews, and Bunting.
Fuck that guy. I hate
That's
that
all I
guy.
gotta say.
Hate
Yeah,
that
guy's a fucking. He's. Well, and he
He
got ejected
always-
from today's game, and I wonder if he's going to get a suspension.
Oh,
Yeah.
good. Anything to hurt the Leafs. Then fucking Brock Nelson with the Islanders. What is with that guy?
He's so
I know.
creepy.
What's that guy's fucking deal?
Like,
And
what's
he's also off. He's terrible. I don't like him.
just why is he such a Hab killer for the freaking Habs? I just of
don't
all the
know.
people, Brock Nelson. Why?
We
He
have
gets-
we had like all our defense left was just Matheson and Edmondson.
And that's essentially it. Next year, oh man, I can't wait till training
guy.
camp already. Cannot wait.
And Cole Caulfield says he's going to be shooting pucks in by June.
Yeah, he is. God damn it.
I believe it.
That
I
motherfucker.
believe it.
He better be on the freaking ice from our scrimmage. God damn it.
That's right. God damn it.
God damn it. I think actually we might get Yvonne Lambert. I'm not sure. Might get an alumni say, "Hey guys, thank you for doing stuff. Have a good day." And then
Whoa.
leave.
When you go to scrimmage?
Oh yeah, they get all sorts of people every once in a while.
Oh,
We might get some maybe a Sportsnet head, talking head there. You know, I'm actually wondering, huh?
Kyle
Rastus.
Dubas.
I hope
The guy with the hair.
either that or is he Sportsnet though?
He's Sportsnet.
Yeah,
Lukas.
yeah. I
Yeah.
said oh wait,
Angles.
yeah. Anyway, somebody. Well, probably not Angles, but somebody on the thing. Anyway, we'll see. I'll let you guys know who I see when I see him.
Yes, you will.
Yeah.
Yes, I will.
That's fucking.
Of
So,
course.
Rem Pitlick gets another. Nick Suzuki, that was a shorthanded goal, hold around the world. What a fucking man.
He said he didn't know that he.
By the
scored.
way, that was on my birthday.
Yes,
yes,
it was.
it was.
Happy birthday to Veronica. Happy birthday to
Veronica.
Veronica. Happy birthday to Veronica. Happy birthday to. I mean, I knew.
I went to the office that day. I walked in. Max had the game on TV. I walked in. I came down to and he's like, "What?" And Nick scored the second I walked into my living room.
The freaking
And then he stood up like,
He said he didn't know it went in until he saw everybody skating over to him.
"Yeah."
He surprised
He's like,
himself.
Yep.
"Oh man,
I
he's
know.
so cute."
I know. I know in Canada you can drink like when you're 18 typically. So now Veronica can finally drink in the States.
I
So.
know. God
Thank
damn.
you.
So when she's down in
I've been
went down in the
waiting
States, we'll have to have a
years.
victory celebratory drink.
In New York City,
New York City.
we finally get to go to New York City. Let's go.
Mm.
But,
Yeah, you
like,
got to get that put together at some
the
point,
second I
Veronica.
walked into my living room, which I was like, oh my god, it's all about me.
It's
Sophia
my
is not old
time.
enough to drink in the States yet because I know she wants to come to the States too.
Who?
Sophia.
Sophia wants to come to the States. Really? We don't
She-
really want to go to the States these
Well, yeah.
days?
I mean,
But
like,
we
I
will
mean, to
come
New York City. Yeah.
New York City.
What, can she
100%.
drink? Can she drink in the States yet or no? I can't remember.
She's 20. She turns
Oh.
21 in November.
That doesn't matter. At least not in Albany. I know a bar.
That's not New York City though. I
New
will commit a
York-
Drink
crime.
responsibly.
New York is our ultimate dream.
Good. Yeah. I mean, honestly, yeah. Just let me know. We'll figure that out for sure.
Oh yeah, no, you bet I fucking you're gonna be the first person I call.
Good. So Sam Montembeau lost the game against the Bruins. And I don't care what anybody says. That guy is not the number one for Habs. I can't see it.
He
Can't
is
see it.
currently.
Yes,
Yeah.
currently.
Well, yeah, because he has to
You-
be.
Is there anything good that you had to say about Sam Montembeau?
Nope. Aside from his name being an incredible play on words for Montan. Boo!
had-
Dave
But
Dave
dude,
has
he
something
had
against
some
him. I don't know why.
incredibly gifted moments.
He is doing his goddamn best.
He's
and
also a
doing
baby.
a good job.
Oh,
and-
a baby? Let's see how baby he is.
Oh, he's like 26. I
Well,
think.
he looks like he's a baby.
Yeah,
He
well,
has a baby face.
He's
He
only a
fits in
couple
with
years
us.
older than my son, so that maybe
Sam,
that's
come on the podcast.
Yeah.
he's a big baby. 6'3", literally.
I will still cradle him.
yeah.
He's from Bacancourt, Quebec.
Hmm.
That's nice.
Well, what's good? Oh, by the way,
By the
I'm
way,
so glad that Kyle Dubas never got a goalie. Like,
it's like,
What a
what were you thinking?
what?
He changes half of the entire team a month before the fucking playoffs. What do you
And he
think's
doesn't
gonna
get a
happen?
goalie.
And no goalie. He's like, we're gonna go with Samsonov.
Yeah.
Is that the guy, Ilya Samsonov?
Yeah, and they switched him out in the third period.
In the
Switched him out in the third
playoffs.
period.
Imagine.
Like as
I would
if
be so
I mean,
embarrassed.
I don't know, man. I cannot wait to watch the post game comments.
Oh, and
Recording
Steve
that.
is doing an LFR tonight.
Of course he is. He has to. He has to. It's his job to be miserable, just like it's our job to be happy.
Mirthful.
My Max is a big Steve Dangle fan. And so for every goal, just because he feels like so
I
for him.
don't like. I like Steve. If I saw
Oh,
him
Steve's
in a bar,
great.
I would
Yeah.
buy him a drink and hang out with it.
Just, could you imagine him rooting for a team that actually does well?
No,
No.
I couldn't.
I can't.
mm.
I can't.
And so he
Aw.
was like, because it's like watch with Steve Dangle, right? So he was going
Oh yeah.
onto the YouTube feed after every goal, and it was just like, poor Steve, poor Steve, man. I just don't know what to say
It's his own fault.
for his pain.
You know how I
feel-
say that Republicans are willfully ignorant? I think the same thing about Toronto Maple Leaf fans. Willfully ignorant.
Correct.
The best thing is that I know like a week ago, Dangle put up a video, like a shorter video called like, man, I'm starting to have hope.
Oh no.
Don't do it.
Really? In this economy? In Toronto? Anyway, Lucas Condotta gets his first of the season with the Habs in the last game of the season against the Bruins. That was incredible. Puts the Habs up 1-0. Then it was Trent Frederick, who the fuck that is, from the Bruins, followed by Jake DeBrusk. So 2-1 Boston going into the second. Now, of course, Nick Suzuki, Michael, and then Pezzetta makes it 3-2 for the Habs, followed by Dmitry Orlov, tied up going into the third. Justin Barron, shorthanded goal. Habs up 4-3. Important pride game. Then Montembeault said, nah. Charlie Coyle and David Pastrnak make it 5-4 Boston, and that's the end of the season.
Pizzetta, I really love the way he ended the season. That guy, I love that guy.
Oh. It is going to
Better
be.
never go anywhere.
Brendan Gallagher, 7 shots in the game, was the most shots taken of either of any player in either team, of course. Yeah, training camp again. Oh boy, Martin St. Louis. Now he has a year under his belt, like a full actual year. Ooh. Can't wait.
I don't think that his mandate next year is going to be we're not trying to win. Like again, he's probably not going to try to win, like on purpose.
It's
but
not quite there yet.
It's not quite there yet, but
The kids are too kid still, especially on defense. Like Caden, Gooley, Arbor Jacki, all those guys. They need like another year.
I'm gonna marinate.
And
a
then,
little bit more,
oh
fine-tune.
man, Caden Gooley. Oh, buddy. Man.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Habs were a wild card next year or
Yeah.
fighting for a wild card if everybody's healthy.
That's the thing. If they can stay healthy, and we're going to get to that again.
because we've gotten rid of guys, we've gotten rid of bad people like Jeff Petrie. Like that guy was a little fucking black rain cloud. And the
Mhm.
difference around the team since he's left has been it's been noticeable.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
An
Speaking of Jeff-
addition of a guy like Mike Matheson, who's so happy to be there and can't stop saying how happy to be how happy he is to be there.
And what
People
a
like-
freaking player too. Wow.
If we get a whole season of Cole Caulfield,
Cole might be the first 40 goal
that guy.
scorer for the Habs, since whenever, forever.
yeah,
Speaking of Jeff Petrie, I do not appreciate how he was on the record stating that he hoped Monty had a good game against the Bruins after he did absolutely nothing when what's his face the Rubber Jack guy fought this season because
Cassian.
it was after Zach Cassian fucking knocked Monty's lights out and fucking Jeff did nothing.
Jeff Petrie is not fit to speak Samuel Montembeau's name.
No.
If I had known about that, I would have been all over Twitter.
Yeah. And look what you got, Jeff Petrie. Nothing.
Look,
The first time the Penguins missed the playoffs in 16 seasons.
Yeah. And they made it known at the trade deadline, even though they weren't officially out of the playoffs at that point. Hey, if anybody wants Jeff Petrie,
we can have him.
we can talk.
We can have him.
Yeah, it's too bad those boys are going to be raised by a shitty father and mom.
Like, don't
Sorry to
depend
say,
on
they're
other
fucking
teams-
lunatics
don't
now.
depend on other teams to get you into the playoffs. Win your fucking games. Score a fucking goal, Jeff Petrie. Defend your fucking net, Jeff Petrie. Defend your
Yeah.
fucking goalie, Jeff Petrie.
Win a fucking puck battle.
Yeah.
Win a fucking board battle. Do something.
Do your fucking job.
Oh man, the only cool thing about Sam Montembeau is that he's born on October 30th, so he has like a Halloween birthday. That's like the best.
I really don't appreciate your Sam on.
Yeah, no, I'm a big Montembeau fan. Now,
I have zero respect for him. None. Just none.
Jesus Christ.
Absolutely. Watch. He's
what?
gonna play goal at the scrimmage. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking score on your ass.
He's
I'm
going
gonna
to
say it
Worlds.
in his
He's
face.
going to Worlds. He's playing for
They
Team
fucking
Canada
love that
in
guy.
Worlds.
Oh, and of course he's gonna do well at Worlds because he's gonna have like God's defense, set up on the walls of
God,
Jericho
we've
for
done
him.
God's
Did you
defense.
see how he did this year with like zero defense?
There were
Come on,
several,
David, you
there were
can't be that.
several planks missing from the fence, and he did his best to block all of the dogs trying to come through into his yard.
So pretty much what you're telling me is that if he sees less shots, he does better.
That's the point of a fucking defense.
So, you know what? Carey Price. Exact same thing. Exact same fucking thing. Jake Allen. Exact same fucking thing. You
Price,
wanna
I trust Price and Allen, but more than Montembeau.
I don't.
I'm
Well, after
going-
this season, you
I'm
trust
going to
Allen more than Montembeau?
Yes.
I'm going to fight you.
Yeah, that's just incorrect.
Like the only reason they played Montembeau so much was to not do well in the stretch
Wrong.
at the end of the season.
Wrong. No,
He was winning way more
he
than
was
Allen.
doing better than Allen.
Like
Really?
way better than.
Let's take a look at April.
To take a look at the whole season.
Take a look at the whole season. You can't just you are
you
you
can't
are
just
cherry picking statistics.
Oh, I'm cherry picking
David Away,
stats.
OJ.
Ferrari.
I have none. Zero respect for him.
For what? Why not?
It's not
What did he
good.
do to
He
you?
flails. You see the shots that go in when he is dead looking at a guy taking a shot and it's like 5-hole over. I swear to Christ, there were 2 or 3 shots in that Toronto game that whizzed past his right fucking head because he didn't have his fucking shoulder against the bar. No angle shot should not go in. You're 6'3". Put your fucking body against the post.
He
There's-
was 100% the better goalie this season.
Fundamental stuff like that blows my mind. when it doesn't work
100% the
out.
better goalie this season. And I love Jake Allen. God knows I love Jake Allen.
Yes.
I think
Jake
that
Allen
he's a wonderful.
Objectively wonderful
influence.
in
Yeah.
several ways, hockey and non-hockey related.
Every goal that
they
was
would
not a
100% better goalie
deflection made me.
Just by at the eye test alone.
1, 2, 3.
Look at some of the bananas that Jake let in. Don't hear you talking about Jake.
Yeah, because Jake is a seasoned veteran, and I will forgive those for him.
just because he's old.
That's like excusing old people for being homophobic because they're from
Yeah,
a
That's
different
like
time.
excusing old people for answering the door with a fucking shotgun.
No, that's the gun's fault.
old.
That's the puck's fault at that point. Anyways, Monty's probably gonna get traded.
Oh, I don't know about that, man.
Get a good pick for him.
But we do need a number one.
Yeah, that's the thing. He's not a number one.
So and if we don't do
Our
anything
number
in goal this season, that just means that Gordon and Hughes, they're throwing another season.
Oh,
That's-
that's the whole
that'll be our
thing. Because even Primo, man, they were like just watching him with the Habs again.
Oh,
No
shaky,
defense, but
Shaky.
wow.
really
There were
shaky.
things I was really wondering about with him. There was the game against for the Rocket against the Cleveland Monsters. That game where everyone said, "Oh, the Rocket lost this game. There's no way they can make it to the playoffs now." Actually,
And it's
Um,
not like it's easy to, fix your goalie situation, no matter what team you're on.
if there's no exactly, and that's like the whole thing. Unless you have like a phenom, it's like whatever. Marc-Andre Fleury for years with Penguins, great regular season. Get into the playoffs and he's letting in beach balls. Crazy.
Such
Absolutely
a good
nuts.
I feel so bad for him. Did
Oh,
you
I
see
know.
him cheering last night? Yeah, the
What's that?
win. Marc-Andre Fleury, he's playing for Minnesota,
Yeah.
right? And see him going out there and cheering on the guys after they won in double OT, I think it was.
Oh,
Watched every hockey game.
yeah, good for him. No, Marc-Andre
was
Fleury,
double-
he's the
Such a
fucking
nice
man. He's awesome.
Such a nice man.
Yeah, he's the best.
Yeah.
I, was I say hello to my bars in both French and English because I don't know where the steel came from. What?
He's
Math?
adorable.
What are you talking about?
He's adorable.
What?
He's awesome. I fucking love that.
Little weirdo, and it's great.
So okay. End of season happened. Some things. Nick Suzuki, Molson Cup Player of the Year for the Habs, naturally,
Yay!
as one
He
does.
carried that whole fucking season on his goddamn back.
Also, the only Iron Man for the Habs this season, all 82 games.
You don't say what?
David Savard wins the Jacques Bouchamp Molson Trophy. Hab, who played a dominant role during the regular, that's pretty much the coach's award for the Habs. So David Savard wins the coach's award for the Habs. For a player who played a dominant role during the regular season without earning any particular honor.
That's the unsung hero one.
That is the coach's award.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love David Savard.
I won the coach's
love that
award
man.
years ago in high school because I was so good. Coach loved me. Before the season ended, Juraj Slafkovsky was actually on the ice at Brassard for a practice.
Mhm.
So that was some good thing. Just skating by himself though, I think. Yeah, looks like it. Yeah, 19 years old, Juraj. Man, who knows what he's gonna end up being.
Braces off this kid.
Yeah, just
You know?
and he was so good at the media availability. What they did another thing on Twitch where they had the guy who does the pump up stuff at the Bell Center. He gets the mic and talks to people every once in a while. So they
Right.
had him doing what Mark Dumont used to do. He was
Right.
all right. But yeah, Juraj, man, he was so funny. Just talking to him talking and whatnot during that stream. But they had him. They had Paul Byron stop by for a bit. Jack Eye and Kaden Gooley came by for a little bit. Shout out to the Albany River Rats during that stream too. They did a contest where they were naming like different bands or different hockey teams. And the whole point of it was, okay, is this a country band or is this a hockey team? And the guy said, the River Rats. And they were like,
Country band.
that's be a country band. Of course not. The Albany River Rats, where the Giunta brothers played back in the day. Future captain of the Habs.
One thing I want to say about Uri, who is lovely. I met him for 3 seconds.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
so he was like talking about how like I think it was like Gooley and Arbor said that he was funny and they thought that he meant his accent and like no, like you're actually like you're funny. Like
Yeah, he's
has,
very
like a
dry.
really good, like a wonderful sense of humor, and I just want him to know that, like, no, like nobody's laughing at your accent, especially not Arbor, who has Eastern European parents. Sir, hello.
Simona, her
Oh my
tweets
gosh.
are just the most adorable thing.
They really are, and her Instagram stories are wonderful. Like she shares so much of herself,
Yeah.
and I know we're not friends, but like I feel like we're friends just because like I know so much about her because of Instagram. But like you're right, nobody's laughing at you. We're laughing with you because you are hilarious.
That's right.
Nobody would fucking laugh at Uri.
No, he could
No.
step on
He
you.
would
He would step on
He
you
would
and you'd be
crush
dead.
your skull with his hands. Just pop. Done. Just over. Because he is a big lad.
He's
You know,
huge.
I know you
Yeah.
saw him at the draft. I saw him at the rookie tournament before the season started.
He's large.
Jesus Christ,
Yeah,
that is a
big kid.
like. There's a difference between tall boys and long boys. He is a tall boy. It's like, oh, tall lad.
Yeah.
Alex Belzile named Canadians candidate for the Bill Masterson Trophy. That has Masterton. Yeah,
Masterton.
Masterton.
We had this conversation
That
last year.
we're going to have it again. That was not decided yet. That's like later
No.
on.
No.
Yeah.
When are the awards? I don't. They're always
It's
some weird
in the
ass-
third round, aren't they?
Yeah.
Or are they after? No, I think they're in the third round. No,
Mm.
they're after the playoffs. They're definitely after the playoffs. the
Yeah,
NHL
because they got to make sure everybody can go.
after the Stanley Cup. Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember last year, Keenan Thompson? What did he say? Austin Matthews finally won something or some shit. It was, or
They're
the
in June
Leafs finally won
26th.
something.
Good Lord, I missed that one. That's
Oh,
such
Google
a
it.
deep cut.
It was delicious.
It's kind of like
Post.
it's almost like Joe Biden rolling into Ottawa and saying, "I don't really like that Toronto team."
Look, Joe Biden is Joe Biden, but goddamn if he's not fucking hilarious.
Because in Ottawa, they're all either Sens fans or Habs fans. Everybody stood up.
Everybody stood up.
Everybody.
Don't like that Toronto team. I don't think much of them.
The Habs fan.
I also love how like apparently like the British media was saying, the English media in the UK was saying how like Joe Biden wasn't going to the coronation because he was like too old to fly. Meanwhile, he's like out getting drunk in Irish pubs like for a week fucking straight.
Oh,
There's, like,
that would
American
be
presidents don't go to the coronation.
that would be such a well. Trudeau will be going, but you know they're kind of Commonwealth still, so that makes sense.
They
But,
are.
I mean, I would rather go to Ireland than go to a fucking coronation.
Yeah.
especially
Well,
if it's
also
fucking
that's like
Toronto.
that would be a thing by itself. It's like, no, I'm going to go to Ireland instead of your stupid crown hat
Bro.
shopping day.
Bro, say the quiet part out, goddamn.
Like, I mean, like, seriously, what self-respecting Irish would want to go to the coronation anyway? And my girlfriend from work, she just became a Canadian citizen. And she had to fucking say the thing to the King of Canada.
Oh yeah, they do have to do a thing, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, at least you only have to do it once because in the States you have to pledge allegiance to the flag every fucking
Every
day
day.
as a
That's
child.
So weird.
You get your Canadian citizenship and then you say it and
Done.
it's over.
Like you guys don't even have a pledge to the Canadian flag, do you? So fucking weird.
And then
God. Anyway,
Nationalism.
yeah. Anyway, the William Masterton Trophy is the best exemplifies the qualities of perseverance, sportsmanship, and dedication to hockey. Previous winners of the Masterton Trophy were Carey Price, Max Pacioretty, Saku Koivu, Sergei Savard, Henri Richard, and Claude Provost back in the 60s.
Do you mean nominees or winners? Because I don't think, did Carey Price win that year?
6 Canadians have been awarded with the Masterton Trophy.
Carey Price won.
Yep, in 2022.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, last year.
Oh, I thought he was just nominated by the Habs. I totally spaced
Yeah.
on the fact. Okay.
I forgot to, but
Yeah, he was. Well, I mean, he had a horribly.
oh, and don't you remember? Everyone's like, "Wait, why did Carey Price win?" And it's like, well,
Yeah,
what
and
the
then there was the whole. Yeah, now it's all coming
Yeah.
back to me.
It's all
Pacioretty,
coming back. Okay.
Pacioretty won it back in 2012. I don't remember that, of course.
That was Chera, the year of Chera.
Oh, that's right. Here's a reward for getting
Or
your
the year
neck
after Chera.
broken. Yeah. Gotcha.
Oh, speaking of him, he just ran the Boston Marathon.
I know he ran the Boston Marathon, that motherfucker.
He just is like, let me. He's
Oh, yeah.
listen,
He's
he's
like
like,
the worst day of my life when I found out that fucking Zdeno Chara is like a nice man.
he really is.
He honestly actually
rides his
is.
bike- He rides his bike around Boston and
Damn
feeds pigeons
motherfucker.
from his hand.
Ah,
He literally just hangs out around Boston and like talks to people and like is just a nice man.
it's the worst day of my life when I found that out.
It's fucking terrible.
It's like
but
he
really-
he called Pacioretty like almost I don't know, like a day afterwards or probably every day during his recovery. He's like, "What do you need, little man?"
I will send it.
I'm sorry I tried to kill you.
Yeah, seriously. So more to that, Gord Miller had a great tweet about Zdeno Chara being in the Boston Marathon. Yep, Zdeno Chara wearing bib 33:33 finished the Boston Marathon in 3 hours and 38 minutes. Jesus
That's
Christ!
how long it takes me to run a mile.
What the fuck?
How much is a marathon? Like what? 28 miles?
26.3.
That's like 45 kilometers or some shit.
Oh, that's right. That is. I thought it was 26.3 kilometers. I
Yeah,
don't-
26.2 miles.
And
That's a lot of kilos. That would take me a long time.
a long time.
Holy.
I need to know how many kilometers that is because it's probably like 42.
Yeah, it's up there. Yep, 42. 42.1. Good
He's a
job.
machine. But honestly,
Yeah.
like if you ever need like a smile or a bright spot in your day,
It would take me 4.5 hours to do that. Because I used to run 10Ks pretty
it would take me
regularly.
2 days.
Oh my god. And those would kill me. I can't do those
I don't
anymore. Can't run.
I'm bad
Mm-mm.
at it.
I would just walk.
Yeah, good call.
Walk and talk with my
But-
girlfriends. It'd take me like 5 days.
They have like pacers and people who like they stay behind the last person in a marathon. But Zdeno Chara's Instagram is a wonderful place. It's like I don't know. It's nice. It's him being a kind giant
Mm.
man.
Okay, enough about that motherfucker.
Now, so like he's not a tall dude. He's a long lad.
he's
There's a
He's
difference.
long.
Tall and
It's
long.
ridiculous.
Big difference. So Gord
Yeah.
Miller, like I was saying. So Chris Johnson mentioned the tweet. Zdeno Chara wearing bib 33:33 finished the marathon in 3.5 hours. Then Gordon Miller says, yeah. Then he did 500 push-ups and offered to play for the Bruins tonight.
He did.
Son of a bitch. But then there's a reply under it though. It's like it only took him 5,000 steps to finish.
He probably like didn't even close his friggin' rings. He was like, I still have half of my move goal to go.
Oh my
Like,
Oh my god. I've been actually back on that too. Getting my my rings finished because EDC is coming up in Vegas and I got to get fit so I can
did you get
party
a new
harder.
mask yet?
What's
oh,
that?
right. Yeah.
You get a new mask yet?
No, I mean I got a replacement one for the battery pack, so I'm
Oh,
wearing like
okay.
the same mask, but I did get
Okay.
my sequin pants, so
What color sequins did you get?
silver disco
Okay.
ball. So
Okay.
like my jacket that sequins.
Yeah.
That
Just like that.
sequence is a lot brighter than the one I have for my pants, unfortunately. So the sequin color isn't the same, but still,
That's okay. It'll be
like
fine.
as soon as like a spotlight hits me, it's just gonna be like, "Boo!" It's just gonna be so sparkly.
You're gonna be like a disco ball.
I know exactly. I am.
Disco ball UA.
I see what you did there. That was good.
was.
I appreciate you. David forgot he existed, so it's
Yeah, he doesn't get it. It's
It's okay. It's fine.
the listeners will
So
understand.
Jeff Gorton and Kent Hughes at the end of the season gave a presser that was just Veronica, you mentioned this, but Jeff Gorton, he is just so funny. And he doesn't
no facts.
even try. Like there's no
and then Jeff Gordon or Hughes will be like, okay, so like, you know, and he kind of massages it and kind of like, you know, makes it friendlier, whatever it was that Gorton said. But Gorton
I
gives no
love
fucks.
it because he even has an earpiece in. He has someone translating for him. And he even said something in French at some point. And Kent
D'accord.
Hughes,
D'accord.
Yeah, yeah. As you say, liqueur and something, whatever it was. And Kent Hughes was just like, ha, ha, ha. Those two, man.
They're great. They're
Oh
great.
my, what a tandem those
I haven't
guys
been able to
are.
Watch it yet, but it is going to be available on Twitch until the 28th.
Oh,
So,
the I wonder if they'll. So on Twitch, yeah, broadcasts. You do a live stream,
yeah.
and no matter how long it is, it's saved on the profile page for the Habs for like a month or so, give or take, whatever it is. However, if the administrator can like take that entire clip and actually save it, and they call it a highlight, and that would then go into the highlight part of the website for the Habs. And I think that would be really cool if they do that. What I imagine they're going to do is that they'll probably just chop up like who said what when, and hopefully they keep the whole presser for Kent Hughes, for Gorton and Hughes on. Yeah, it was like 45 minutes or so. So
Oh, yeah.
So I hope they
It was
keep
the
that.
better part of an hour.
Yeah. No, it was good though. It was really good.
I enjoyed the whole thing.
I think one of the things that they mentioned that surprised me, and maybe it's because I don't quite know, ABC, how the whole thing works. But one of the things they mentioned was about Martin St. Louis and how he came in as an interim without like a guaranteed contract, which meant that like no money would be guaranteed after the fact. And I was like, no shit. Now, is that regular? I'm not sure. I usually figure if an interim's coming in, there's like some sort of hope for some sort of salary. But the impression I got when they said that was that there was not. And I was like, wow. That's kind of cool if that was the case.
I mean, yeah, like other than his pedigree as an NHL player, he really had no other sort of, entitlement to anything more than that.
No
But
pedigree
Yeah.
aside from
Yeah.
being a player.
Pee Wee, and coaching Pee Wee and stuff like that. But like, or Pee Wee, I don't know if that's an exaggeration. I don't know if he coached older kids.
Whatever. Like teens,
Yeah.
you're talking 15, 16
Yeah.
and younger.
Yeah. But it's
Bantam?
quite apparent. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
It's quite apparent that they're very pleased with him. It's very apparent that the players fucking love the guy.
Oh my God, they idolize him.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So I mean, that was a stroke of genius. And in particular, if you're not sort of if this isn't like go time or whatever, like give Martin St. Louis another year under his belt, because like he's learning a lot too, and it's a new generation of players, of coaches and stuff like that, and if these guys would all go through a wall for the guy after the season that they just had.
Oh yeah. I think I
there's
feel
no
that way for like almost all the players with each other too. There's like
Exactly.
there's not like a weak link anywhere in that lineup. Call somebody up,
Anymore.
call someone up from Laval, and they're busting their ass to play. The
Yeah.
first few games that Anthony Richard played, holy shit, man, was he on fire.
Yes.
Gurianov as well too. He kind of like
Yeah.
slowed down after a while. Because I mean, you're going freaking
It was the
90
gays.
miles an hour every game. Gotta slow
He
down.
wouldn't wear the rainbow.
That's too many gays.
Oh yes.
They sapped his energy.
Too many gays. They were just like, come here, and he's like, oh God, no, not my.
If I wear the rainbow.
I can't have my family be assassinated in Russia.
Evgeny Dabdanov was like, I don't fucking care. He
Yeah.
wore the fucking rainbow. He gave
God, I
Exactly.
loved
He's-
him.
He was so stressed. He's like, my family. Oh no.
He wore the fucking rainbow, gave no shits.
Oh, that's so wild. Because that's actually something we didn't get to talk about because we didn't record last week since that was during the Pride stuff. Yeah, Pride Night was the Capitals game. That's right. I remember that now. Very good products too for the Habs. I picked up the hoodie, the shirt, and the socks, and a pin. And that was really cool.
I'm gonna pick up some rainbow stuff because my mug is expired. So I
Oh.
need to pick up some more rainbow pride shit.
Yeah. Let's see. Actually, we're starting to come up on time. The last thing I want to mention, the whole medical thing. You're not going to replace the medical staff, and it was something that Hughes and Gorton were asked about like more than a few times at the presser. Because yes, The Habs were literally the most injured team this season. Again. And it's been the case. Somebody, I think Habs Reddit actually had a good tweet about this, even though they always say that the entire, thing has to be changed. And no, I don't agree with that.
Yeah.
But it was either like ever since like 2001, 2002, or the past 10 years, which would be worse, that the Habs were the most injured team 6 times in either of those time frames.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's kind of weird. But at the same time, there has to be some context with that. For example, Paul Byron didn't play a single game this season, and he's technically injured.
Yeah.
So he lost man games over that. So that's 82 by itself. Now, I did the math. If you take Paul Byron out of that equation, they're still the most injured team in the league. So something is going on. I don't think it's the medical team. I think it's what we call in state employment a control problem. There's some sort of communication breakdown between player, medical staff, and management, where they are
You guys,
fucking
my
that
battery's
all
dying.
up. Oh, okay.
My battery's dying. I don't know what's happened. My puppy must have unplugged it. Sorry, guys.
Oh no, not the puppy!
I'm sorry.
What a
Um,
stupid puppy!
For people who may have forgotten that Shea Weber used to be a Montreal Canadian. He played on
Oh.
a broken foot for like 10 years. Not really 10 years, but for a long ass fucking time.
See, And
And if he doesn't say anything, if he says, "Oh, I'm fine," etc., etc., the medical staff cannot X-ray vision his foot and be like, "That's broken. We don't think you can play." Blah blah blah. Like if the players aren't honest about their injuries, if they choose to say whatever so that they can get back out on the ice, the medical staff can't be responsible for that.
yeah, stuff like
And,
that. And
If you look at some of the players that we have, like Brendan goddamn Gallagher, who had a broken hand and refused to get off the bench. He was bleeding actively from like a puck to the face at one point. Wouldn't get off the bench until the period was over or whatever. You're gonna have that shit happen.
more to that point, in particular, Brendan Gallagher, because Gallagher was asked also during the end of season stuff about medical things, and he said that he said he himself could be more forthcoming with injuries, or he said like all of us could be. So that's like when I mentioned control, I mean like there has to be clear lines of communication, and they frankly have to be more careful about it, because if that trend continues, there's no way that the Habs can be competitive even with a good team, even with like a solid roster. So
Again,
that's
sorry, I don't know if I missed it while I was trying to figure out my power situation here, but it's not like the doctors are making the call for the players to play, right? Like I don't think the doctors are lying to management about Brendan Gallagher's broken ankle.
No.
absolutely not.
So like blaming the medical staff is just so like, I mean, I don't know, like if
It's low hanging fruit.
It's important that are saying Brendan can play if he wants to.
I mean,
It's not
And
Mulder's
they can
fucking
only
call.
they can only go off of what they are told by the player and their examinations.
Dr. Mulder was born in Eston, Saskatchewan. That guy is a doctor.
Yeah.
Anybody from Saskatchewan's a doctor.
real way.
Sorry to say. Anybody. He's been with the Habs since 1963. All right. So that's back, when Guy Lafleur was smoking on the bench. Right.
Yeah.
It just, there he is. So, okay. He, I think I've mentioned this on the podcast before, because we talked about Mulder at some point for some other reason.
Wait,
He,
was that hyperbole? Was that hyperbole?
what,
Like, does
Lafleur
Habs
smoking
that
on the
long?
bench?
No. They has he really
He's
been
been there for a long time. I don't know
How
since.
old is this man?
He is an old
He's
man.
old.
Okay.
He's old.
He-
Old.
He is the leader in traumatology and the chief surgeon at the Montreal General Hospital from 77 to 98.
Yeah.
He's like, he is an accoladed, celebrated doctor. You know what I mean? But I'm just, reading off his thing. McGill Sports Medicine Center since 1994. Graduate of the University of Saskatchewan in 62. So 20 that wow, he's like 80 years old almost. Let's see.
Yeah, visibly. Yeah,
Oh,
he's visibly.
Served as president of the NHL Team Physicians Society from 2003 to 2006. He has the fucking Order of Canada. This guy, Award of Merit from the Montreal General Hospital. And in 2012, he was awarded the USA National Safety Council Award for his role in developing a province-wide trauma system in Quebec. The guy is a fucking like legendary doctor. He's like a doctor. Like the next thing he could possibly get is maybe like a Nobel Prize for breaking shins at hockey or something. Whatever people want to say he does.
But in true internet form, Habs Twitter thinks that they're better at his job than he is.
Yeah, as one does. Well, that's it.
That's it.
We're
I
done.
gotta go.
Good job,
Here's
everybody.
Simon.
Yep, that's it. We'll be
Good
back.
show.
We'll be back next week. Maybe we'll start our half-hour shows, as things go along. Next thing we have to look forward to is the draft lottery. Again, that is on May 8th, which is
Not long now.
2, literally less than 3 weeks away.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
And then our friend Marcus, Anya Marcus, I forget what his name is now. He has floated the idea of another Jeopardy episode.
That's a pain in the ass. I'm not going to do it.
Oh no, too bad. That's so fun.
Oh,
It's
God.
Anti-Sam and anti-Jeopardy. Rude.
Oh, my God. Watch. It's like, actually, we have a special guest, Sam Montembeau is going to play Jeopardy with us. Now you're going to lose every
He's
question.
never gonna come on the show because you hate him.
No, we're never gonna get any players either.
One of
Because
my
they all love Sam Montembeau.
One of my
Yeah.
favorite memes is like, ha, I dodged the puck again.
2/3 of this podcast love and adore and support.
Yes,
I was
the
sure he's
majority
a,
of this podcast
Oh.
likes Sam Montembeau.
sure he's a nice kid. Not number one.
He's not a number one. He's our number one for right now.
Let's see how he does.
He's not Mr. Right.
Next
He's
year.
Mr. Right now, and he's good at it.
Exactly. Very well put, Beth.
He's serviceable. He's adorable. He's dependable.
Mr.
He shows
Right
the
now.
fuck up.
Mr. Right Now.
He's not the goalie we need or the goalie we deserve. He's the goalie we need right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Batman.
It's like we're not. Like, he stole a lot of games, Sam Montembeau.
did. He
People were
did.
pissed at him about like not tanking. So
Well, he certainly helped at the end of the season.
well, let's compare him to Jake Allen.
Jack Allen.
Jack the
Jack
Snack Allen. All right, that's it. We're out of here. Bye,
Bye.
everybody. Bye, 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 bye.
I feel so bad for this.
Jack the Snack. That's it. That makes
Another drink from the hockey game, I need it.